What's up, guys? It's me, Astrida C, aka the Traveling RDH, and your new grad coach, and welcome back to my channel and my Ask Astrida C series. I get this question asked all the time, and it's whether I recommend that you get a light on your loupes. So there are a lot of different companies now. These are actually Surgitel brand. When I was in hygiene school, they didn't really have a whole lot of options. I think it was Surgitel and Oroscoptic were like the two big ones. And Surgitel had hot pink frames for their loupes, so I went with Surgitel. And honestly, I went with them again just because they gave me a really good discount to buy a second pair. But truthfully, looking back on it, I kind of wish I would have went with another brand just because I would really love to try like Designs for Vision. I did try an Oroscoptic pair. They were okay. But there's a lot of other Ergo Prism loupes are ones that I really want to try. I'd really like to get some more ergonomically friendly ones. These ones aren't horrible, but I know my ergonomics could be better had I gotten a different brand. Anyways, this is a video about light loupes. So I 100% recommend lights for your loupes, and there's two main reasons I recommend this. One, because you will be surprised how much more you can see with having a light on your loupes. Sometimes with the overhead lights, if the light bulb's getting bad or it's just not a good light to begin with, the light can be very dim and you really just can't see inside the mouth as well as you'd like to. And I didn't realize this until I finally broke down and got a light for my loupes, because for the first 10 years of my career that I had my first pair of Surgitel loupes, I did not have a light. And I was very much surprised how much I could see better with having a light on my loupes. And the second reason is as you all know, I'm a full-time temp dental hygienist, and I'm coming to find that going into different offices, there are becoming more and more offices that no longer even have the above light above their office. There's TVs above the op, or they just straight don't have a light at all. So I was going into these temp jobs and I didn't have a light. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do? So finally I had to break down and buy a light for my loupes. Now, there are a lot of different kinds of lights. There's different ones that are, ones that have like a battery pack added to them. There's ones that are just straight like the wires, like I have with that battery pack itself. These are great. The only problem that I have with them mainly is your cord. It gets caught on things a lot. I've only had these loupes for about 1.5 years, and I've already had to replace this part of the cord because from it getting bent and getting caught on things, it went, and I had to get a new cord for that. I have never actually tried the battery pack lights for your loupes. Most people say to invest in 2 battery packs because I think the battery pack only lasts you like 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. Some are better than others, I'm assuming, but I've never actually tried them. But I kind of want to get a battery operated one next time around just because the cord really is cumbersome and it is kind of a pain to have to deal with. And then the other day, there's this little thing that went on here. It was like a little like O-ring almost looking thing that went around the thing to hold the cord in place, because I have this that goes on like the back of my scrub jacket to hold it in the back, but this was the one that was holding on here, and that broke, and then that was dangling down in my face, so that was kind of a pain. So looking back on it, I think I would have rather have gotten like a touchless one or like a battery operated one. I did hear too that the touchless ones are very heavy. So that's another thing you want to worry about too, and kind of make sure you try around different loupe brands and figure out which light you want. I've also heard that the Lumident light is really great. I've heard that there's a lot of different options out there, but I 100% recommend getting a light for your loupes. You're already investing so much money into the loupes in general. You might as well get a light and really be able to see that calculus that's in the mouth and be able to see in the back of the mouth. And I love that your light moves with you. You don't have to worry about adjusting the light as much above, and sometimes you just can't get it where you want. And I never really realized that until I had a light on my loupes, and honestly, I will never go back again after this because lights are amazing. And I also love that most of them have like the little thing that you can put over your light, so you don't need the little wand thing that they have when you're using your light for like sealants and things like that. So that is really nice that these have that you can just flip it over and you don't have to worry about the light ruining your sealants. So that is one thing that I really do like. But yeah, 100% recommend that you get lights for your loupes. You're already investing so much money in them, so you might as well invest a little bit more and get a light, so that if you do go into an office that doesn't have a light, or you go into an office that maybe the light's not the greatest, or maybe the light breaks throughout the day, whatever, you have a backup and you don't have to worry. But I promise you that once you start using a light on your loupes, you'll never go back, and you'll never even use the above light, because once you realize how good these lights are on your loupes, you'll think those lights are awful. But thank you guys for asking questions, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.